Hey, welcome to today's video. I'm Rick Chapo with DMCAagentservice.com. So today we're looking at the potential interplay of the DMCA and defamation. And specifically, can you use the DMCA takedown process to attack defamatory statements online? So what is defamation? Well, you hear different discussions about slander and libel. They're really two types of defamation, but ultimately what it is essentially a statement made about another person that damages that person's reputation. So we're talking about reputation as the key element of it. Now, of course, if the statement you make is true, well, then that defense of truth defeats any defamatory claim, but that's another subject. So what about copyright? Because when we're talking about the DMCA, we're talking about the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. And so copyright is the focus. Now, copyright is an intellectual property right. It is dealing with the right to exploit a piece of what we would call a work. And so a practical example of that would be that if I was in a band and I was a rock star and I wrote a piece of music, let's call it Bohemian Rhapsody, I would then have the right to sell copies of that music in the form of CDs and what have you. I would also have the right to perform that music and then, generate revenue off of that. If somebody else wanted to go out and make a copy of that song and sell it, they would then have to either get my permission or, depending on the particular aspect of copyright that would apply, they would just have to pay me royalties. So there would be variations of that. Now, if it sounds like copyright and reputation are two different areas of law, that's because they are. They don't really go together. We have seen some situations where people have tried to file DMCA takedown notices to attack defamation, but they really don't work, because with DMCA takedown notice, you're saying that somebody has taken your copyrighted work and are using it without your authority and your permission. But if somebody is defaming you, they usually haven't taken your work. They're just saying something nasty about you. And so the two don't tend to go together. Could there ever possibly be some kind of an overlap? Well, we've seen efforts by companies and individuals to attack Yelp reviews and other negative reviews on other sites, and have tried to shoehorn copyright claims in there by saying maybe some of the information that the person is using in the negative review is copyrighted and being used without authorization. Haven't seen many people have success with those claims. But if you feel like it is a potential option for you, I would really encourage you to sit down with an attorney first and go through it and make sure that that's the case. Because if you start filing false DMCA takedown notices or DMCA takedown notices without merit, you could end up in a lawsuit, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. So anyways, that's it for today's video. The DMCA and defamation, do those two subjects go together? The answer is usually not. But if you have some kind of a very unique situation, then certainly you want to talk to an attorney. So thanks for joining me for today's video. Have yourself a good one.